Need some coins for that new player that you want? Head on over to MrMuckCoin.com. Link is in the description. Use code GS20 for 20% off. What is going on, guys? GS here. Welcome back to another Madden 20 video. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. Today we're going to showcase the new additions we got to the squadron, including shabam, this bad boy right here. Limited edition Khalil Mack is available today. Now, we did not purchase his 95 overall limited card, which is going for anywhere between 900K to $1 million. I used my 95 power-up pass on him, and do not regret it. I have gameplay already done. You guys are going to see that a little later on today. I knew a Khalil Mack was coming out because if you guys are on Twitter, there were, screenshots of which Khalil had tweeted out, and he had, I think he deleted it, because in the back you can see in the binder when they were showcasing a Sean Taylor that his power up was available. In the back you can see there was a Khalil Mack, there was a John Randall, there was a Julio Jones. So I went ahead and scooped up Khalil Mack, powered him up, and was just waiting for this card to drop, which it did. And I've done the same with John Randall. So John Randall is going to be getting a card soon. You figure today was Ghost of Madden Past, maybe tomorrow is Ghost of Madden. Today was Ghost of Madden Present, excuse me. Maybe tomorrow is Ghost of Madden Past. Previously, I had Bobby Bell at the position, and wasn't too overly impressed, but wasn't like disappointed by him. He did all right. When he was out there, I wasn't like, oh, he's not doing anything, and he wasn't doing so good where I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm never getting rid of this guy. He was, all right. Definitely a coverage guy. He's a completely different player, completely different style from Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack has the advantage in speed. Bobby Bell has the advantage in acceleration. If you power him up, that's going to get boosted up to 90. Khalil Mack owns higher strength, where tackle goes to Bobby Bell. Play rec, block shed, and anything revolving getting any type of pass rush is going to go Khalil Mack's side, where Bobby Bell is a coverage archetype, and Khalil Mack is a bull rush pass rusher. But Khalil Mack, being faster, and I've enjoyed every variation of Khalil Mack this year, from his core elite to his kickoff card, and now this one. And again, I've already got the gameplay done, and I'm already liking what I'm seeing from him. And his card, is expensive, but again, we use our 95 power-up pass on him. Wasn't really sure what I was going to do with the power-up pass. Wasn't going to use it on Sherman. Wasn't going to use it on Sean Taylor since I already bought him that day. Probably most likely would have used it on Taylor if he had the power-up that day, but because he didn't, you couldn't use the pass on him because he didn't have the power-up, so I just bought him. And then when he came out, it's like, I already got him, just hold on to him, and now we use our pass on Khalil Mack. And when John Randall comes out, we're actually going to have to purchase him. But Khalil Mack, looks really, really, really good. We're going to show you guys all his attributes and stuff. And I'm kind of conflicted as to where I want to go. You guys see we got Joseph Montana at the helm now. I tried out Peyton Manning. Omaha is glitchy. Like, it's definitely useful. It can definitely make a difference in the game when you go on ahead and you see, okay, he's in an outside quarter, he's in an inside third, he's in a hard flat, he's in a this, that, and you can go on ahead and make your adjustments when you see that. But then once it goes away, it takes a lot longer to actually earn it back. Like Joe Montana, I don't have his NFL 100 ability because it's Fearless, and I'm not interested in Fearless, so there's no need for me to have that. I have Bazooka on, and with Omaha, I'd probably would rather go with the other Omaha, where you need 6 passes of 5+ yards in a row in order to get it active. But when you have Omaha 100, and once it goes away, you need 8, which is definitely a lot much more. So I didn't really like Peyton Manning. His throw power was just not the best, and I say that even though Joe Montana throw power is less, but Peyton Manning's throw power isn't the best so far out of the group. I haven't used Brady, but I would think Brady is going to be very, very similar to Peyton and to Montana. John Elway, in my opinion, is the best QB out of the bunch because John Elway gets gunslinger with pocket Deadeye, and also What else did he get? And I had identifier on him. Just Gunslinger alone is so good. It gives him the Aaron Rodgers animation where there's basically no windup. It's just a very quick throw animation, and that's very, very, very helpful. And I mean he's gonna have like a little bit of a windup if it's a deep, deep bomb, but for the most part, it's just no windup. It's just a flick of the wrist, and that right there is huge. That's the difference between a 22-yard completion or getting sacked because they got to wind up a little bit, and that right there makes him glitchy. What makes Montana pretty good is that he has that built-in Aaron Rodgers release. His release is the best in the game. Montana's release is phenomenal. It's so good. It's no windup. It's pretty much built-in gunslinger, and that's dope. He gets rid of the ball very quickly. And that is very beneficiary to someone who is gonna try to pass the ball. But his throw power is lacking. It's very low, 93, and that's with go deep maxed out. I would need to get like Niners passing on him and tier 2 Madden passing, and I could get it up to 96, but I'm going so far out my way to go on ahead and get throw power on Montana. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'd much rather stay with my Rams chem. I don't typically pass deep too often, and I try to stay intermediate, nice and short, especially with my playmakers. I have my drags, I have my ends, my slants, and just short reads. And, I'll have a corner or a post to try and, manipulate some zones. But for the most part, I try to hit maybe a corner, but, I always have a route underneath that I'm eyeing on, which I can playmaker in a direction to the open field and make plays like that. He's got good speed. 93 throw power, like I said, almost 80 speed. 96 short, 95 short, 96 medium, 97 deep. Like, his accuracies are insane. They are tremendous, but again, he does not have good throw power. So it's like I'm conflicted. Like, I know the perfect QB for me is someone with dashing deadeye, escape artist, and playmaker master. And the only reason I would go with the escape artist, even though I hate speed QBs because I'm terrible with them, is that playmaker master is something that I see me really, really, really doing well with, the ability to playmaker anyone. And like, if I had playmaker master, I could then take playmaker off of Jerry Rice, playmaker off of Torrey Holt, and then I could put route technician on them and make them cut quicker. And I don't have that on them because I need a spot for a playmaker and whatnot. So I don't know. Joe Montana does get protected. He does get pocket deadeye, and he also gets hot route master. So, but his animation is it's so godlike. It's so good where it makes you want to use him. The overall QB I'm probably going to wait for because I don't know who to go with. I don't want to go back to Vic. I don't want to go back to Peyton Manning. I like Elway. I can see me using Elway. I could see me using Montana as well. But it's like, do I want to just go with maybe stay with this until an Aaron Rodgers comes out with escape artist, because that's going to be game changing. I think that's going to be everyone's QB once he's able to get escape artist, just because of his release. It's so good. Dash and Deadeye, escape artist, and I think that archetype can get Gunslinger at like 98 overall or something like that too. So him with Gunslinger should be able to just be absolutely wild. But for now, we got Joe Montana. I'm really not sure what direction I want to go in. His throw power is too low for my liking, but his release is so good. It's so unbelievably, disgustingly good. So we have Khalil Mack. We have him powered up, and the abilities we put on him is power specialist, pass rush elite, and edge elite, because I wanted to see what he can do just pass rushing. 97 overall, the same as Bobby Bell, and when I did have Bobby Bell, and Khalil Mack looks really good. We're gonna take a comparison of him: 91 speed, 88 excel, 92 strength, 93 tackle, 99 play rec, 95 block shed, 96 power move with 92 finesse move. As a pass rusher, he's going to be a monster. And when he actually, and like when I play squads, because you guys know that's primarily the game mode I play the most when it comes to me building my coins and getting my team and stuff like that. I see me just completely making him a run stopping monster completely. Like, I see me going to put both inside and outside stuff on him, like because he can get outside stuff. I mean, no outsider, excuse me. And then in tier two, because he's a 96 overall, he can get inside stuff as well. So no matter the run, whether it's an outside run, whether it's an inside run, Khalil Mack can shed and hopefully be a factor in the run game. And then in tier one, I can still leave power specialists on him. That way, when they go on ahead and run the ball or pass the ball, excuse me, he can hopefully get some good animations and get to the QB. It'll be either that or reach elite or like unfakeable or secure tackler. It's going to be between power specialist or reach elite, one of the two. But him being a 96 overall definitely helps. With outsides, no outsiders and inside stuff, and also something else. So he's the only linebacker in the game that's a 96 overall. No one else can get those two abilities. It's got to be one or the other. So that's pretty glitchy. And like Tuggle, if I could get both on him, I would. Right now, I have Enforcer, Supreme, and Lurker. Like, unfortunately, tier 2, he can't get any of these until he's a 96 overall. So that's what makes Khalil Mack special, is that you can soup him up as a dominant pass rusher, or if you want to have him as a run stuffer, you can have no outsiders and inside stuff. So no matter the run, he's going to get increased block shed. Now, he's not going to shed every play. He's not going to be, just crazily making plays in the backfield every single run. But he's more likely to with both of those, whether it's an inside run, whether it's an outside run, doesn't matter. He's going to be able to, be out there and make just get more shedding ability. So that's dope. That's key to be able to go ahead and have something like that. So that's dope for him. So gameplay coming out a little later on today with Khalil Mack. I'm not sure if Randall's coming out tomorrow, but we do know that he will be dropping at some point. And again, let me know your opinion. Where do I go QB wise? If I had to pick, I know I'm not going Manning ever again. He's done with. Elway gets the animation that Montana gets with way more throw power. With Gunslinger, he gets the same Aaron Rodgers-like animation as Joe Montana gets with Gunslinger. No wind-up, very quick throw, and he also gets Identifier, and I love Identifier. And he gets Pocket Deadeye as well, so in the pocket he's going to be very accurate. And he gets 82 speed, fully souped up, and that's quick enough. If you guys seen the video yesterday, I was able to escape pressure from the pocket, throw on the run, and he threw a laser. But Montana, he gets protected, and protected, even though it's inconsistent, when it works, it works. He gets Hot Route Master, and that's definitely dope to be able to put my running back on a flat, on a table, on a Texas, whichever route I want to do. I can put corners in any type of route I want. And he gets the best throw animation in the game. So the animation I have to waste an ability for John Elway to get, Joe Montana already gets. But he doesn't have the throw power. I just need a new Russell Wilson to come out, as much as I hate to say it, because I hate the Seahawks. Or a new Aaron Rodgers where I can get Escape Artist, Dash and Deadeye, and then just wait until someone can get Hot Route Master. Because once that comes out, that's the ability I want more than anything. Because Protected is good. I've been waiting a long time for it. It's just too inconsistent. Again, when it works, it's phenomenal. People are rushing 3, and I'm in that pocket forever. And then there's other times where I just get shedded right away. So it's too inconsistent. Playmaker Master is going to work every single time. And you guys know I love being my Playmaker. I'm a Playmaker noob. I will sit here and just have a drag underneath all day and just pick apart the open spots of the field as long as I have the time. Where do I go? Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. Right now, it's between Elway and Montana, really. Montana has the crazy release where I don't need Gunslinger. Elway gets that release, but I got to waste an ability on it. Elway's faster with more throw power, but Montana gets Hot Route Master and he gets Protected. Let me know. What do you guys think? Khalil Mack, Montana gameplay coming out a little later on today. See you guys then. Appreciate the love and support as always. I need a new QB. I don't know where to go. Do I stay with Montana? Do I go with Elway? Let me know.